Pilgrims have been attracted to Jerusalem for generations. We have many testimonies of Jewish, Christian, and Muslim pilgrims who tell of the long journey they've made to visit Jerusalem's holy sites. There is no doubt that at the end of the Second Temple period, Jewish pilgrimage to Jerusalem reached its peak. It was considered a mitzvah, or a divine commandment, to come to Jerusalem, to visit the temple, to pay the half-shekel tax, and to offer a sacrifice. Therefore, tens of thousands of pilgrims gathered in Jerusalem, especially on the three pilgrimage holidays, on Sukkot, Pesach, and Shavuot. Until the large archaeological excavations were conducted in Jerusalem after the Six-Day War, it was not clear where most of the pilgrims entered Temple Mount to visit the temple. Most of our information about the pilgrimage was based on historical sources, the words of the Mishnah and the Talmud, the New Testament, and especially the accounts of Yosef ben Matityahu, Josephus Flavius, who wrote in his various books about the worship rituals in the temple and the appearance of Jerusalem. In 1968, Professor Binyamin Mazar, rector of the Hebrew University and one of Israel's most famous historians, began digging in this area. Slowly, the excavators, led by him, descended below ground and revealed the remains of Jerusalem's various historical periods. More than anything else, the researchers were excited to find remains from the city in the late Second Temple period, including a system of streets, stairs, and gates that led the pilgrims to the Temple Mount. It turned out that most of the pilgrims entered Temple Mount from the south, the area where I'm now standing. One of Mazar's most impressive discoveries was this splendid staircase, which led the many pilgrims who entered here to the temple. These stairs led to the Hulda gates, 3 gates through which the pilgrims entered the temple plaza. After they visited there, they went out of the Temple Mount throughout the double gate and continued to their stay in Jerusalem. What's interesting is that both the Mishnah and Yosef ben Matityahu wrote about how Mormons customary made their way in the opposite direction. They ascended to the temple through the exit gate so that the rest of the pilgrims could comfort them as they walked. An important testimony to the centrality of this area in terms of the pilgrims are the many public bathing houses, mikvaot, discovered all around us. Since the mitzvah was, of course, to enter the temple in purity, pilgrims immersed themselves in the many mikvaot later discovered in this area by Binyamin Mazar.